Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Etola Aslem Taredobra. I've decided to clear certain misconceptions and falsehoods that has been spread everywhere against my person by Honorable Tony Timi, member representing Patani State constituency in Delta State House of Assembly, and his gang of Facebook fraudsters who go around town selling tales of lies and falsehood. There are certain issues that I have raised which they have refused to provide answers to. For the avoidance of doubt, I will repeat same. The issues are: 1. Timi should tell us, after 3 years in office, where his constituency office is located and who are his members of staff that work in that constituency office. 2. Honorable Timi should tell the world if he has embarked on constituency briefing / town hall meeting after spending 3 years in his Delta State House of Assembly. 3. Honorable Timi should tell the whole world if he has done any form of empowerment program, just as his colleagues have done in other constituencies who are members of the Delta State House of Assembly, or if he has done any form of student as special assistant program by giving out bursary to deserving students in Patani State constituency. If these issues that I've raised are not germane enough, what else do our people need to say that a man has failed in the discharge of his legislative responsibilities? You don't need rocket science to tell you that the man is a complete failure and a disaster to Patani State constituency in the Delta State House of Assembly. For a man who prides himself with a PhD degree in developmental studies not to be able to perform his primary legislative functions and giving feedback to the people that he represents speaks volume of the kind of person we have in the Delta State House of Assembly. It is on record that the Delta State Governor, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Otor Okowa, has went around Delta State organizing town hall meetings, briefing the people and giving account of his stewardship. And the forum has provided them the opportunity to understand and give reasons for certain policy choices undertaken by the Delta State government. It is very simple. I don't need anybody to come and patronize me without saying, you are my friend, you are my man, Timi is my man, so please take it easy on the level of criticisms and try to. No, this is one of the primary reasons we are suffering. Our people are suffering bad leadership and misrepresentation. Our people should be able to say white is white and black is black. If we call ourselves Christians and we go to church, we should be able to put things in proper perspective, not painting white as purple or saying black is blue. We should be able to be upright and stand firm in defense of democracy and good governance. I want to reassure our people that I remain resolute in demanding for justice, fairness, equity, and accountability. Your representative should be accountable to his people. You are his primary employer. He remains your messenger, and as such, he should be accountable to you. Not coming on Facebook to call you people names like slave mentality, rapid dogs, and a fulefu. It is unbecoming of a lawmaker to use derogatory statements and comments on his constituents for daring to ask that he give account of his stewardship. I want to reiterate and I want to state again for the upteenth time that these issues will continue to say them, will continue to demand for accountability in this 1 year that he will stay in the Delta State House of Assembly, knowing fully well that he will not return in 2019 because our people have been taken into the dark era. But this is the season of light, and in the season of light, justice, truthfulness, and equity shall prevail. We have left the Babylonian era. Nobody will take us back to Egypt. We are no longer going to Jericho. Now that we are in the season of light, our people will benefit from good governance and quality representation. I want to assure our people that this call remains in the best interest of the constituency. Not a lawmaker going around town sharing 10,000 and people are singing aye choruses saying, oh, the man is a good man. If the man is a good man, you should be able to provide scholarships for your children. You should be able to send your children to vocational centers for training. You should be able to render special student assistance scheme to those who are in the universities and colleges of education as well as polytechnics. Not sharing peanuts around. What will 10,000 do for an unemployed graduate? Provide the requisite environment for them to be able to catch fishes and not provide them with fish that will eat for 1 year and they will start go hungry. He has so far decided to play dirty instead of responding to the issues I have raised by bringing his attack dogs in the likes of Tokoni Armstrong. How can a man name himself Armstrong and is roundly defeated by 2 females in 2 consecutive elections? The last one was not more of a politician who defeated him. And he goes around town crying and telling people that I was responsible for his failure and non-emergence as councillor. A man who placed a bet with some other persons, and I did not even take it upon myself to ensure that he did not emerge as councillor. I forgave him before that elections and I decided to stay away from the elections. So I don't know why he's going around telling people I am responsible for his failure. He's crying, hanging on my neck. It doesn't make me going to look back and say what is right. No matter the intimidation, no matter the blackmail, no matter the antics or methods they will employ in trying to keep us mute, we'll continue to say these things again and again until the right thing is done. Our people must come out from the wilderness. We are taking them to the promised land. It took Moses to bring the children of Israel out of the wilderness, out of the slavery by the Egyptians and Pharaoh and his men. But today, we have come to speak for our people. We remain a voice for our people who have been oppressed, who have been degraded, who have been impoverished by Honorable Timitoye and his gang of fraudsters who go around sharing pittance to Patani people in the name and guise of empowerment by giving them 10,000 because elections are closed. We will not accept that. What we will accept is accountability. I call him to a public debate. Let him come and take up issues. We will respond to ourselves on issue-based and not slander and not propaganda and not selling tales of life trying to shut people. You can't shut me up. No matter the antics you employ. I want to reiterate and I want to send this message to the Delta State PDP led by Olorogun Barrister Kingsley Esiso that our reps must live above board. We continue to demand for accountability. It is not about sending text messages around the state telling people that the governor is coming back for 2019. We all know Okowa will win in 2019, hands down. It will defeat the APC beyond imagination. The APC does not have a structure. They are not on ground. Okowa will defeat and win resoundingly. But for us to make the work easier for the governor, we have to put our foot on the ground. We have to be in the grassroots. We have to sell the message and the smart agenda of the governor to the people. Enough of this deceit and blackmail. Lawmakers are supposed to go to their constituencies and work, and not running around certain persons trying to curry favor and come back to deceive some set of persons because elections are close. I want to thank you all. This call is not a personal call. It is done in the overall interest of our people, and I will continue to fight for justice, equity, and I send this message to them. Whoever that is listening should tell them, I'm not afraid of any Pharaoh. I'm not afraid of any Egyptian. For whatever antics they are trying to employ to shut us up, we'll continue to speak. If you know the man is your friend and you are my friend, tell him to do the right thing. Stop coming to us to cajole us by all those mere sentiment statements that are saying, please now people should stop now. He's my man, he's my man. No, we're not going to accept that. The only acceptable thing we'll do, and which I told him sometime back in his house, that he should do the right thing. A lawmaker is supposed to brief his constituents. And the most ridiculous statement he made that in his house was, who are there in Patani to be briefed? Imagine a lawmaker asking, who are the people in Patani that he wants to brief? Is that the kind of person we want and people want to foist on us in 2019? We will not accept that. We will not accept the least. What we accept will be the best that is acceptable to the people and obtainable elsewhere. Thank you, and God bless you all.